Hello everyone, I'm Adam. Welcome to BlitzBiz. Let's begin with today's video. Every 11 seconds, Amazon ships a package somewhere in the United States. Not every minute, not every hour, every 11 seconds. That's 2.5 billion packages a year, delivered faster, cheaper, and more reliably than any company in human history. But here's what nobody tells you. Amazon didn't start as a logistics company. It started as a bookstore. So how did a guy selling books out of his garage in 1994 build the most sophisticated delivery machine the world has ever seen? The answer will change how you think about business forever. In 2001, Amazon was burning cash, and the dot-com crash had Wall Street screaming. Bezos locked himself in a room with a napkin and drew something that would become one of the most studied diagrams in business history. It's called the Amazon Flywheel. Here's how it works. Lower prices attract more customers. More customers attract more third-party sellers who want access to those customers. More sellers mean more selection on Amazon's platform. More selection means customers come back more often. More customers mean Amazon can spread its fixed costs, warehouses, technology, staff, across more transactions. Lower costs let Amazon drop prices even further. And the wheel spins again. Each rotation makes the next rotation faster. This is why Amazon could lose money for years and still be winning. Every dollar it lost was actually being invested into spinning the flywheel faster. Wall Street saw losses. Bezos saw momentum. In 2002, Amazon's revenue was $3.9 billion. By 2022, it was $514 billion. Same flywheel, just spinning faster. For the first decade, Amazon used UPS, FedEx, and USPS to deliver its packages. This was fine, until it wasn't. In 2013, Christmas nearly destroyed Amazon's reputation. UPS and FedEx couldn't handle the surge in holiday orders. Hundreds of thousands of packages arrived late. Christmas morning, kids across America opened nothing. Amazon issued refunds and apologies. Bezos was furious. He made a decision that changed the entire logistics industry forever. Amazon would build its own delivery network, not outsource it, not partner with someone. Build it themselves from scratch. This was considered insane by every analyst on Wall Street. Building a logistics network costs billions. It takes years. The margins are terrible. FedEx had a 40-year head start. Bezos didn't care. By 2019, Amazon Logistics was delivering more packages in the US than FedEx. Let that sink in. 6 years. Amazon built a logistics network that took FedEx 40 years to build. In 6 years. How? 3 things that nobody else was willing to do. First, data. Amazon knew exactly where every customer lived, what they bought, how often they ordered. They could predict demand by zip code before customers even placed orders. They pre-positioned inventory in warehouses closest to where it would be needed. Second, robots. In 2012, Amazon bought a robotics company called Kiva Systems for $775 million. Everyone thought they overpaid. By 2022, Amazon had over 520,000 robots working in its warehouses. Each robot reduced per-unit fulfillment costs by 20%. Third, the Delivery Partners Program. Instead of hiring hundreds of thousands of drivers directly, Amazon created a program where entrepreneurs could start their own small delivery companies using Amazon vans, Amazon technology, and Amazon volume. Amazon got flexible capacity. The entrepreneurs got guaranteed revenue. It was an asset-light model hiding inside an asset-heavy business. In 2005, Amazon launched Prime, $79 a year for unlimited 2-day shipping. Amazon's own finance team said it was a terrible idea. The numbers didn't work. They'd lose money on every Prime member. Bezos launched it anyway. Here's what he understood that his finance team didn't. Prime wasn't a shipping program. It was a psychological lock-in. Once a customer pays $79 up front, they feel compelled to use Amazon for everything, because every purchase that goes elsewhere feels like wasted money. Prime members spend on average $1,400 per year on Amazon. Non-Prime members spend $600, more than double. And then Amazon layered Prime Video, Prime Music, Prime Reading on top of the shipping benefit. Now, canceling Prime doesn't just mean losing free shipping. It means losing your TV shows, your music, your books. The switching cost became enormous. Today, Prime has 200 million members worldwide paying between $139 and $180 per year. That's nearly $28 billion a year, just in membership fees, before Amazon sells a single product. It is one of the greatest business model innovations in the history of retail. Here's something most people don't know. Amazon's most profitable business has nothing to do with packages. In 2023, Amazon Web Services, AWS, generated $91 billion in revenue and $25 billion in operating profit. The entire retail business, $20 billion in operating profit on $470 billion in revenue. AWS makes more profit on 1/5 of the revenue. How did this happen? In the early 2000s, Amazon kept building internal technology to manage its own infrastructure: storage, computing, databases. Engineers noticed they were getting very good at something other companies struggled with. In 2006, they launched AWS, renting their spare computing infrastructure to other businesses. It was an accident that became an empire. Today, AWS powers Netflix, Airbnb, NASA, the CIA, and millions of other businesses worldwide. 1 in 3 websites on the internet runs on AWS infrastructure. Amazon built the roads, then charged everyone else to drive on them. So what can founders and operators actually learn from Amazon? Because this isn't just a story about one genius CEO. It's a masterclass in how to build something that compounds. Lesson 1. Think in infrastructure, not products. Bezos never saw Amazon as a place to buy books. He saw it as infrastructure for commerce. Every decision, warehouses, AWS, Prime, logistics, was about owning a layer of the stack that others would depend on. Ask yourself, what infrastructure am I building that others can't easily replicate? Lesson 2. The flywheel beats the sprint. Amazon didn't win by moving fast and breaking things. It won by building a system where each improvement made every other improvement easier. Compounding is the most powerful force in business, but it requires patience that most founders don't have. Lesson 3. Use losses as investments. Amazon lost money for years. Wall Street hated it. Bezos ignored them. Every dollar of loss was being invested into spinning the flywheel faster. The question isn't, are we profitable? The question is, are we building something that will be worth more tomorrow than it is today? Lesson 4. The constraint you hate most is your biggest opportunity. Amazon hated depending on UPS and FedEx. That frustration became Amazon Logistics, now worth more than FedEx itself. The bottleneck in your business is probably your next billion-dollar division. Lesson 5. Distribution beats product. Amazon's products, books, electronics, clothes, were never special. What was special was the distribution. Prime locked in the customer. AWS locked in the developer. logistics locked in the cellar, own the distribution layer, and the products almost don't matter. Amazon is worth over $1.8 trillion today. It started with a guy packing books on his knees in a garage. The gap between those two things isn't luck. It's 30 years of consistently choosing infrastructure over shortcuts, compounding over sprinting, and long-term thinking over quarterly results. Most businesses optimize for this year. Amazon optimized for the next decade. That's the playbook. If you want more stories like this, companies that changed industries, founders who defied the odds, and the business decisions that shaped our world, subscribe to BlitzBiz. New video every week. See you next time.